Hello, we are back this time. I'm coming back to the book of Maya Tiwari, Ayurveda, Secrets of Healing. We are on page 52. In the next videos I will go back to the beginning, but for specific reason I want to read something here from page 52 today. So, without any introduction, just this. As humans, we are born with senses, a mind and a wisdom faculty, or buddhi, to use its Sanskrit word. Instead of allowing the wisdom faculty to guide our mind and in turn our senses, we use our sensory perception to entrap the mind, albeit unwittingly. We are not aware of our inner guide, the buddhi, and the naturally boundless gifts we are made of. Every bodily tissue, each bodily humor, bodily waste, and the bodily channels serve as a means of communication within the body. Every moment we live is because of this communication, and the imprints of it all leave a history of both our learned and ignorant use of our cosmic and physical walk through time. In this manner we become the ancestors of the future. What we learn now about our physio-cosmic nature adds to the reference of knowledge in the time ahead and to the refinement of the universe through the actions of this incredible species called humans. The excellence of our codes of communication totally depend on memory, experiential, cognitive, and cosmic. In other words, in order to proceed progressively as a person, we must remember. Experiential memory, memory based on the sum total of individual experiences in each life, is partially conditioned by karma. And that karma provides the circumstances or field for our encounters. Karma is the accrued result of all the actions of all our lives. Essentially, it can be thought of as the cosmic bank account, whereby a record of our debits and credits in each life is maintained. According to the seers, karma accrued from each person's collective birth determines the circumstance of each life, birth after birth. Even genetic factors are conditioned by karma. Physiologically, each individual characteristic at birth are caused by several factors. The doshas of the sperm and ovum at the time of permutation, the health condition of both partners, parents, the seasonal influence at the time of conception, and throughout the pregnancy, the mother's physical, emotional, and spiritual health, the mother's diet and activity during pregnancy. These are all part of our karmic constituency. We are delivered fully stamped with the cognitive imprints from all our previous lives, and these karmic impressions are in the form of memory. Memory transforms at birth. While in the amniotic fluid of the mother's womb, the embryo sustains a heart rate of 160 beats per minute. This heightened frequency creates fluency of memory. It is said that the embryo recollects the collective memories of all its lives while suspended in the watery domain of the womb. At the instance of birth, these memories are quenched. Emerging from the birth canal, the child is propelled into an atmosphere of oxygen and air, where the heart rate plummets to 72 beats per minute, and the cognitive memories become vague. As humans, we were designed to live in an environment which necessitates the use of our mental and sensory perceptions. At the very moment of birth, all memories of previous lives are stored in ahankara, and from here We are meant to awaken and access them by means of sadhanas. In this way, we grow into wisdom under the guidance of our cognition in each one of our present journeys. We must understand that the cosmic intention is not for us to retrieve the experiential memories of each past life. And if this were so, they would be accessible to us from the moment of birth, and the process of birth through the watery domain of the womb into the oxygenated atmosphere of the earth would not have quashed our ability to recall them. Our sensitive mental and sensory faculty is barely able to hold together the present life's experiences, let alone the colossal files from all our past lives' encounters. In actuality, all valid past life memories are carried in ahankar as cognitive memories in the form of residual or essential memories of past encounters. The present-day use of regression therapy to avail ourselves of memories of past lives is in some ways helpful, in that these memories allow us to understand that our nature is not just the sum of its experiential parts within one life. In many cases, however, these therapies prove regressive if the intention of recalling past experiences are misconstrued. A forced rush of past lives' memories may create a bombardment to the mental faculty and senses, resulting in delusions such as multiple personality complexes and mental confusion in the regressed person. Unless regression therapy is directed at providing the person with an initial introduction to his/her valid cosmic nature, and then followed up with harmonious sadhanas for knowing and sustaining that nature, such therapy could prove harmful. The only known means of sustaining a truly cognitive life is through our conscious presence in the daily practice of sadhanas. The ancient sages have given us in detail incredible sadhanas which, when practiced diligently, refine the human system to the point where full cognition of the past interfaces harmoniously with the present. The collation of the timelessness of the cognitive state and the time-bound phase of experiential life is the ultimate balance. Okay, I repeat this one. The collation of the timelessness of the cognitive state and the time-bound phase of experiential life is the ultimate balance that we are to seek. The practice of sadhanas gradually prepares the human organism to integrate with its entire nature. Sadhanas cover a gamut of physical, existential, and cosmic practices, from the study of sacred lore to yoga, meditation, natural farming, wholesome cooking, and so on. So the next paragraph will be about valid memory. I think this is enough for now, and I'm looking forward to your comments and questions. Have a blessed day. All glories to Dhanvantari. Thank you for listening and watching.